The altar smelled like funeral. Too many flowers, too much silence. The air was thick with anticipation and hushed whispers. Men in sleek suits and women in floor length satin lined the pews of the private cathedral, their curious eyes bouncing between the golden arches and the man standing beneath them. He stood motionless, black tux, hair slicked back, silver cuff links glinting like daggers, cold and unreadable. The underground most feared mafia king dressed as a groom, but inside something burned. He had planned this moment to be born, had ensured every detail down to the last pearl on her gown, and yet as the bride approached, headboard, veil down, bouquet trembling in gloved hand, he felt it. Something was wrong. The hush grew deeper when the bride took her place beside him. Her scent was different, her grip unfamiliar. Her He turned to her slowly, tilted her chin up, and then lifted the veil. Everything in his body went still. It was not her. The eye was not hers, not the softness, not the storm he adored. Not you, his fist clenched. Mina. Of course it was Mina. She blinked up at him, already smiling like the cat who drank the cream. But Jungkook did not blink, did not speak, did not even twitch. He simply lowered the veil, turned to the priest, and said, calm and low, we will begin shortly. The bride needs a moment, and within 5 minutes, she was gone. Later, somewhere far from the altar, the world came back in pieces, soft sheet, dim lights, a velvet headboard she did not recognize. Wine stayed groggy. The back of her skull throbbed as if someone had injected sleep behind her ears. Wait, what? She said slowly. A penthouse? Dark wood floors, cream curtained, dancing in the wind, a glittering skyline stretching behind, gold framed globes, and silence. Then, expectant silence. She swung her legs off the bed, her heart humming as she padded towards the double door outside. The second they opened, you are awake, she froze. There he was, John Jungkook, sitting on a velvet couch in a black shirt, unbuttoned at the top, a crystal glass whirling something expensive in his hand. He did not look surprised or pleased, just calm, the kind of calm that came after a thunderstorm wrecked the city. Wine gasped. What the hell is going on? Sit, he interrupted softly, gesturing to the opposite couch. Before you faint again. I did not faint, she snapped. No, he agreed. Your darling stepsister drugged you. Wine's brand short circuit. I. What? Mina? She put something in your coffee. He sipped his drink. Then you wore your dress, showed up at the altar like a scene out of cheap K drama. Vine's breath hitched. She married you? She tried. I let her stand there long enough to humiliate herself, then walked out. Silence. Vine sank into the velvet chair across from him stunned. So everyone saw? Your father fainted. Her mother screamed. Security had to escort her out. You missed great show. A bit of pause, then Vine burst into a laugh, short, unfiltered. I mean, honestly, she always said she would steal my life. I just didn't think she would do it wearing my will. Jungkook tilted his head. You are oddly calm. I am not. I just can't believe I was not even conscious for my almost wedding. Good thing it was not your real wedding. Excuse me? We are not married, not officially. He leaned back lazily, but you will be soon. What, Jungkook? He set the glass down and stood. And in that moment, he did not like a CEO or a mafia boss. He looked like a man who always got what he wanted. Let's not pretend, sweetheart. You were not ready to marry me at the altar. You needed a reason to stop pretending. You did not want to be chosen. Her breath hitched. You think I wanted this? She stammered. You think I wanted to be kidnapped from my own wedding by a psychotic crime lord who does not even know how to love properly? He smiled just slightly. No, but I think somewhere deep down you were glad. A pause, her heart twisted because he was not entirely wrong. She had not wanted a political marriage. She had not wanted to walk toward him in her dress. She did not choose. And when she suspected Meena was planning something dirty, some part of her let it happen. Some part of her wanted to be wanted even by him. You are insane, she whispered. Possibly, but I am still your only husband candidate. She stood now trembling. Let me go. You can leave wherever you want. Doors right there. Guards would not stop you. Why narrowed her eyes? Why did not you marry Meena? Because she is not you, and I don't want anyone who wants me for the wrong reasons. I want the one who flinches when I go too close, the one who rolls her eyes when I wear all black, the one who used to bring me tea and pretend she was not watching me from the kitchen. Her breath caught. You didn't even know how to love. Jungkook walked up to her slowly. No, he murmured, but I know how to keep what's mine. He leaned down, whispering, and chaos or not, you are mine, Vian. Next morning. The morning after the chaos, Vian stood at the edge of bed, barefoot, hair tangled from sleep, her heart still tangled in knots. The penthouse was silent except for the faint clinking of ice in a crystal glass somewhere beyond the door. She had managed to spend the night without lying at Jungkook's expensive silk sheets. You were always mine to begin with, he had said. He had not laid a hand on her, though the burn in his eyes said he wanted to, and that annoyingly warm something inside her she did not want to admit. But today she had a plan. Creeping out of the room in one of his oversized hoodies, she shamefully stole from the closet. For protection, obviously, she spotted him in the living room. Jungkook sat on the couch like a sin wrapped in shadows, still half buttoned, forearms flexing as he scrolled his phone. The smell of cedarwood lingered in the air like temptation. He didn't even glance up, leaving already. Vian paused mid-step. Don't tell me you are one of the men who changed their note pipe to the bed. He did not even glance up. He chuckled, without humor, tempting, but I am not that desperate. Good, because I am leaving. Then leave. There's a car downstairs, use it. That's it, no threats, no mafia strings attached. Jungkook finally looked up. I'm not stopping you, Vian. You will be back. Excuse me, you think you can run from me? That's cute. I'm not running, I'm walking away calmly. Same thing. You will see. She stomped towards the elevator just to prove she still had her spine. 10 hours later. Rain poured like drama from the sky. Vine stood at the side of the road, drenched, mascara smudged, once broken heel dangling from her hand. Her bag had been stolen by a purse snatcher outside the cafe. She was denied entry into the train station without her ID. Karma, you absolute! A sleek black car slowed beside her. The windows rolled down. Of course, it was him. Jungkook did not even try to hide his smirk as he leaned against the car door, one tattooed arm resting on the window. Need a ride? She glared. I would rather freeze to that. He nodded to the sky. Rain's good for drama, not for pneumonia. Let me guess, you knew this would happen. I suspected. His voice dropped. You don't exactly blend in when you look like that. Her socked hoodie clung to her and she tugged it around herself. You are disgusting. And you are shivering. She bit her lip. Stupid, annoying man and stupid, annoying body for reacting when he tilted his head and looked at her like she was right there through her. Fine, she opened the door and climbed in. This is not surrender, this is survival. Whatever helps you sleep, sweetheart. Back at the penthouse. Don't look at me like that, she snapped, peeling off her wet socks by the door. Like what? Like I belong here. He leaned against the doorway. You do. That's what your stepsister could not accept. Vine paused. You know all along, he nodded. The second I lifted the veil, she smelled like desperation. You smelled like jasmine and attitude. She rolled her eyes. Is that supposed to be romantic? No, it's just the truth. He stepped closer, brushing a damp strand from her cheek. You were always the one. She just got in the way. Her breath caught. And what if I don't want to be your one? His eyes darkened. Then I will wait, and if I'm not allowed to wait, I will make you fall for me anyway. She stared at him, her heart punching the inside of her ribs like a traitor. She said finally, you know I was bold when you agreed to marry me. I did not agree. You did not run either. Next morning. The next morning felt different, not because the rain had stopped or because Vian did not trip down over her own dignity on the way to the bathroom. but because she walked out of her room and saw something impossible on the dining table. Breakfast. Actual breakfast. Pancakes, slightly burned but drizzled in syrup. Coffee too strong but exactly how she liked it. And a paper bag from her favorite boutique sat beside the plate. She blinked again. You want me to pretend to be your wife? You are my wife. His voice dipped low. Husky, just behave like it. I already behave better than you. True. He grinned. But tonight I want you to close. Smile when I smile. Laugh when I want. Her cheeks flushed and Jungkook noticed. Of course I did. He always did. You said if I go with you, you will let me go. Her voice was cautious. I lied. One night, one deal. You follow the rules, I will let you walk in the morning. She did not believe a word of it. Evening came, and so did the chaos. The dress was black, silk, strappy, hugging curves she did not even know she had. The heels were too high, the slit too high. Later, Jungkook waited by the car, dressed in obsidian, his black shirt open at the neck, revealing tattoos and danger. Turned around. Why? Because if I stare any longer, I will forget it's a party to go. You already forget. He smirked. At the party, it was all neon lights, smoke, stolen glances, and glasses clinking with poison. People stared as soon they entered at her, at them. You are making a scene, she hissed. I am the scene, he said, then leaned closer to whisper in her ear. And how are you? She felt her. He trailed down her spine. They mingled. Well, he did. She simply clenched his arms while pretending not to notice. How? His hand kept lightening. At one point, she whispered, You are acting jealous. He replied, low and deadly, I don't act. Her heart skipped. She was not supposed to like this. She was not. But when he took her to the dance floor, one hand on her waist, the other brushing her neck, everything she tried to hide came rushing up to the surface. Still planning on leaving, she nodded. First thing tomorrow. He chuckled. Liar. In the car later that night, silence, heavy, heated. His coat was over her shoulders. His cologne soaked into her skin. Her legs were still bare. His gaze burned there for too long. You did not have to dance with me like that, she murmured. You did not have to look that good. So, this was all the plan about seduce me to saying, he turned to her serious now. No, this was the plan. Show you how I will love you. She bit her lip, looking away. You said you will let me walk away. I lied. She turned sharply. What? I lied, baby. I have no intention of letting you leave. Not now. Not when you look at me like you want to burn. I don't. You do. He leaned in, breathing ghost her jaw. But I will wait until you admit it. Her pulse sounded like thunder. I already feel it, he murmured. You are falling. She did not answer because she was, and worse, she did not want to stop. Next morning.